There, is that better? Yeah, the white noise you're hearing is my kettle. They'll quiet down here in a moment. So as I was starting, we're doing fried chicken salad tonight. So, I mean, how can we have a problem with that? I mean, it's always a good night when we're doing fried chicken. I've already got my chicken breasts. What I was saying before, I've already got my chicken breasts in leftover pickle brine. So they're in a brine already with the spices and goodness left over from our pickles. We've got water going for my coffee here. Going to be doing all sorts of stuff for the salad tonight. Going to be cooking eggs. Going to be frying our chicken off. Going to be a little bit more coffee than that. That was too much, but oh well. We'll live with that. Excuse me. So we're going to be doing that and that. I've got a fresh box of veggies from the farmer's market. I'm debating actually doing a little quick pickling here of I've got radishes and what else can we throw in there in that? We can maybe do a whole bunch of small things with the quick pickling. We can do did that just stop? Didn't sound like it came to a complete boil to me, but it's boiling still, so I'll live with it. So, have we had the dinner command go through here yet? Let's force that. Got all sorts of things we're gonna put. We could put some green peas in there. I forgot I had those kicking around. I've got those actually from Farmer's Market 2 weeks ago. But I got a new batch of stuff from the Farmer's Market this week. So we got some spring onions that we'll throw in here. Or actually, I've got leftover onions, so we'll use that leftover red onion. We're gonna cook some eggs. We got carrot. We got frozen corn. Got that cheddar still kicking around in the box there. I've got bacon ends and bits and pieces. I got a deal on a hunk of scrap bacon. It was a 24-ounce package for like the price of a 16-ounce package. Yeah, well, they sell it as that because when you go and buy bacon, if you're at a butcher location, not the sliced bacon, but the actual like slabs of bacon, they will square them off so that they look more attractive in the sales counter. And you're obviously going to get a little bit of scrap here and there with the sliced bacon too, but it's mostly for when they're trying to square it off and make that bacon look pretty as a chunk, and they'll sell them off as scrap because they're odds and end pieces. So they're thick, they're varying thicknesses, so yeah, you should keep an eye out for that. They're often at the bottom of the base there. You get one of those walk-up bacon kiosk things they got these days at the supermarket. They got like 10 different brands in front of you. Take a gander at the bottom while you're there. Just debating what else I got here. I was noticing that I still got those sunflower kernels, so we can throw the sunflower kernels in there too. We'll look for sale. Well, I don't know if they probably have sales on that. It's sort of like it's on sale already. Just keep in mind that it's not going to be bacon that... I'm going to be doing bacon in the pan today, because this is not bacon that's going to go well in the oven. I typically prefer to do my bacon in the oven. You get nice flat pieces of bacon that way. It cooks a little bit more evenly that way too. But in the pan, since we got all odds and ends, certain pieces are going to take longer than other ones, that sort of fun thing. But yeah, it's I think it was actually the same price. And the bacon was a 20-ounce package, so a little bit more than a pound. And this was a 48? Where'd I put you? Where'd you go, bacon? Oh, I hit you in here, that's right. Yeah, this was 48 ounces. So, same price. I got... Actually, I'm, 2.5 times almost there. Oh, well, perfect pour. Hey, Tahiti lady. Welcome in, Entropy, as well. Thank you for letting me know about the audio issues to start off the stream. Well, thank you for lurking, Tahiti lady. Glad to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. I've seen you around when I've been lurking in other streams. But we can get rid of the scale now. Oh, that's why there was a convenient place for me to put that jar there. Because that's where the coffee scale goes. I cleaned out this jar earlier, and it's not quite dry. But I put it in the place of the scale because I didn't have another place that I wanted to put it yet. I'm actually thinking I'm going to use that spot there for our measuring cups now. Which is... Where did I put the measuring cup? Oh, the measuring cup's over here too. We got everything hidden over here these days. That's sort of my new struggle is... I've got this counter over here. It's sort of like a butcher block IKEA thing. I don't really cook on it at all. I wouldn't use it for cooking anymore, actually. It's gotten a little nasty over the years. I've been using it as like my weigh scale and like charging station for the house. And it's also become my sort of like streaming just off camera table. And it keeps getting messy. I gotta find out a better system for that. Trying to use up the last of this cream. This cream's gotta smell a little funky at the top here. It still smells fine. But it was dated distilled beef fine for a little while here, but I've got a new thing happening going bad now. Because I figured that wasn't going to last. It's lasted me longer than I thought. Frothy coffee. Blurry frothy coffee. Okay, stream can start now. What are we going to start with, though? I think I'm going to start with eggs and with our dressing. Oh, here's. Don't know why I'm looking under there for that. So, 4 eggs with a ramekin in the center to keep them from bouncing into each other too much. We'll bring that up to a boil quickly. While that's doing that, we're going to start our mayo. Yay, mayo! And you ask, he's making mayo when he showed you all of those bottles of mayo in his house?
Yeah, I am.
I'm doing it the slow way, too. Wow, that battle's almost already ready? That's quick. I still have 1 egg left, which means I'm going to have a container of eggs in here, which is going to make me forget to buy eggs next time. So let's do our battle. First battle of the evening. Nice. Oh, those rogues all win for the bottom. Do a couple for us. Woohoo! Victory. Victory. And should be getting those kills and the assists and the rewards. Gold chest. Big rewards on this one. I think we're just going to do this. Do a little... We'll just base up here, that way the spell can hit the most players at once. If I didn't have to do little corners here, I'd probably knock out the corners of this too. Maybe a couple of rogues here or there, but most of us right there. Oops. Well, let's see what we got going on here. We got any upgrades or anything today? We got a quest done. Oh, I guess not. I just had new quests. Back to making mayo. while our eggs cook. Waiting on those eggs to come up to a boil. You know what? Why don't we mess with this one too? It'll cut off the top corner there, but I think that's a little bit better of a view. Salt, MSG, and pepper. I don't know why so early, but yeah, we're here. Start out with olive oil and transition to using the sunflower oil. That was a big pour for our first pour. That might have been a mistake there. We'll see how we do with this. That was another big pour for our getting started here. No, you can... It's just really hard to find canola oil, organic. It's probably getting easier. I haven't looked in a little bit. But I've sort of defaulted as sunflower is cheap but organic level oil. Speaking of that, let's do a little sunflower oil. This is acting like it's maybe broken here already. And I just get the impression that that's broken already. It's not as thick. Let's keep going though. Let's see what we got. We can always whisk it into that other yolk. Yeah, that's pretty broken. You can see how it's not sticking together, it's oily. We let that sit, and that's going to separate between egg and oil. We boiling back here yet? Not quite. Almost. We'll switch to the one with the chip on it that I keep around because I love these bowls, but well, officially out of eggs now. You can see how that's separated if you look at it a little closer. Come on, camera. Focus. You can see the blue lights from the camera, but you can't get it to focus. Come on. But that is very broken. If you look at the top there, how it's like particles of egg in oil. It's not one solid emulsified liquid. So we're gonna start this over again with the fresh yolk. Ooh, I'm making a mess over here. I didn't notice that. There, now we got a little bit thicker of a product. It's actually sticking to things, it's emulsified. That's a little bit better. Oops, eggs are boiling. So I'm gonna turn those off, put a lid on it. 10-minute timer. Because I'm tired of dealing with this other bowl here, I'm gonna just work with the last of this now, put the rest of it in there. But because oil isn't cheap, we want to make sure and scrape all of it out of here. Get that going, get that. Okay. Now back to adding oil. Oops. Shooting oil all over the place there. Or trying to, at least. But that's what we want, a nice thick mayo. That's what we're after. Let's get rid of this. And I think I'm going to try something different because of one of the past ingredient challenges here. I've still got that preserved lemon. So I think I'm going to use a little preserved lemon brine for our acid in this. It should be nice and salty to salt everything up even more. Add that nice lemon acidity. A little bit of heat from that little bit of pepper in there. Ooh, so lemony. So that was about a tablespoon worth there. Or sorry, teaspoon worth. If you got a little cayenne, little Tabasco, or say Frank's, not hugely heavily, high-end hot pepper sauce, but a couple hits of little Tabasco here would be nice, or like I said, a little Frank's or what have yous. I don't have any hot sauce right now. I think that's going to wrap up olive oil for this. We'll go to sunflower for the rest. Oh, that's what else we need here. We need a little Grey Poupon in here. I'm weird, I like mustard. Like a lot of those things that got a bite to them that are like avoid on date night stuff, you know, like the red onion, mustards, the pickles. A little buttermilk powder. And now that we're going into dressing territory, we'll start adding our dressing stuff, or onion or pepper, or our onion powder, our garlic powder. So, eggs ready. Should need to take our eggs out and put them in an ice bath. Which I didn't prepare. We have our hopefully nicely cooked eggs there. Poured all that hot water in the handle. Yeah, it's probably fine now. So that was onion and buttermilk. We need a little garlic in there. And then in with the dry herbs. A little dried thyme. And oregano. Hey, Fang Mermaid. Yeah, let's give that a little bit more cayenne, too. Okay, and then the last thing to turn this into our dressing. Sour Queen. Actually, let's do a little bit. Let's thicken this up a little bit more. Okay, I think we're thick enough now. And we're going to use up the last of this. Just like yogurt, sour cream, you'll find a good percentage of the actual still living or close to still living bacteria in the actual top part attached to the plastic on top. Just don't let that go to waste. Yeah, we're throwing that all in there. Might be a little liquidier than I wanted, but and there we go. There's our not ranch dressing. We can throw some herbs in there still too, though, which might be a good plan since I have them around. Oh hey, how handy. Already cut off. I don't know if I even gave my hands a good formal wash-up to start the day. Tisk tisk. Finish up this parsley and then we'll do our battle. So that was cilantro that I already cut up and threw in there. So we're doing parsley and cilantro with our dressing tonight. And maybe a little green onion here after the battle, if I remember. Which I probably won't. Because I don't remember anything. Quiet J running away with those kills. I'm trying to keep up, but I'm only doing like half as much. Victory. Victory! Quiet J getting those kills and assists. Big gold reward here. Let's see who gets our Fang Mermaid with the 200 gold. Congrats. Entropy getting some Musketeer scrolls. I get some scrolls too. Yay! There we go. So now we'll mix our herbs in with our dressing. So I'm actually going to do that green onion. I actually remembered. Mark it on a calendar. If I can find the green onion that I have. It's a berry. Thank you, Suki. We're about to make it a little bit more green. Just a little bit. Though if you were watching when I threw the sour cream in there, that is considerably yellower than white. That is not a white dressing, it's sort of a cream colored with the egg yolk in there. So the green plays well with that. Nice. I totally forgot to look for green garlic today at the farmer's market. Went to the farmer's market today and got a whole bunch of more goodies. So we got some fresh market greens for our salad. There we go. So I'm happy with that. That looks good to me. We'll set that aside. Got to go to the farmer's market again tomorrow. And tomorrow is more of a... Maybe I'll take a look for green garlic. I don't think any of the vendors that are there tomorrow typically have it, at least at a decent price. But I'm primarily going to the market tomorrow morning to put the down payment on that quarter of steer. So our eggs are cooked, our dressing is made. Debate is, let's get the chicken cut in buttermilk, or in milk with buttermilk powder. So we got the old pickle brine from the whole koshers that I had before. And so this has been, I've had these chicken breasts in here 2-3 hours at this point. And you'll notice they do look a little cooked from the acid in the brine. Little ceviche-like action going on here. I still wouldn't consider that safe to eat with chicken, but I did work with a dude that refused to eat chicken well done. That was a long time ago. He was a bit of a character. We'll consider that brine done for. I don't think I'm going to use that for anything else. So we'll get rid of that. But he, I mean, worked in the kitchen, was trained as a chef, and refused to eat anything other than medium to medium rare chicken. And so, like, he would make his own meals at the restaurant. We don't got any remnants of our wing going on there. We do have, oh, it's just seeds and stuff from the brine. Okay, chicken's cut. Whole milk buttermilk powder. It's just like powdered milk. Give you some of that same tang. Don't have to worry about having a... I don't know about you, but around here I can't find buttermilk in a like a pint container, because I mean that's really all I need there. So just making sure they all individually get completely coated before we smash all the other ones in there. Yep, just buttermilk and milk. And typically with an actual buttermilk chicken, you'd be doing this overnight at this point. Well, we certainly have buttermilk available here, but like the smallest size container you can get of it is a quart, which is like twice as much as I want for just about every buttermilk recipe that's out there. You know, buttermilk biscuits, chicken, all that stuff is more like a pint. And so you buy yourself a quart of it and half of it goes bad. Maybe not in this kitchen, but in general. And so I switched a while back to using buttermilk powder a lot of the time. Not always. If I got a project that I know I'm going to be using buttermilk stuff for, I'll get a jug of it, but I was talking to someone else about that recently, and they were buying ranch flavoring packets, which are a little more than buttermilk powder, and MSG. So now you know. It is not necessarily cheap. But I mean, then again, ranch powder isn't exactly cheap either. But seems to be at least 50 cents an ounce, which, I mean, it's a powder, so ounce goes quite a ways, but okay, we'll allow that to hang out like that for an hour or two while we do the rest of our stuff here. Let's see if we undercooked our eggs. Not feeling undercooked here. Not exactly the cleanest peeled egg there, but it'll do. Let's see if it's actually cooked through here, or overcooked, or pretty good. Maybe slightly over, but that's pretty good looking egg to me. This song's like if Prince made a free for use song. I don't know how I coped with some of the things I did when I was running my truck. I used to make runny eggs, or eggs with a runny yolk, using an immersion circulator. So they were fully pasteurized, they were fully cooked, they're purposely runny, which was sort of a mistake for the farmers market crowd in the first place, apparently. Because they were all like, it's undercooked! But the peeling action on peeling a soft egg is not a fun project. And to do that I was doing that basically to order. Ugh. It's the idea of doing what I'm doing here with a softer egg with a customer sitting here waiting on me. And of course, you're serving this egg, so you know, don't want it to look all marred up like... By the way, from Wednesday's dinner, chicken salad was amazing. Pudding didn't quite set well enough. Would have liked that to have done a little bit better, but second chance on that, I'd do a much better job, I believe. Although I'm probably not returning to that same recipe again, because I'm probably not going to do mayo in my pudding the next time I do so. Because it was an interesting hack. I understand it from a price perspective, why maybe something hard times. But it was fun for the novelty. But I don't think I'm going to be repeating that process anytime soon. Coffee break. Bacon. Bacon. Turn the fan on low. Let's open up our bacon. Let's see if this is something I have to chop up or... It's looking relatively, I mean, there's some chunkiness to it. I mean, there's some thickness there, but not really getting much in the way of huge pieces here. This is looking actually more like reject sliced bacon here than, like I was saying before, than squaring up whole bellies. And you can't even see this loveliness going on the stove. Silly me. Sit here and flatten out all this into sort of pieces of bacon here, best I can. I mean, this isn't how I want a bacon for a sandwich or something like that, but perfectly good for throwing in a salad. Perfectly good for making some greens with. All sorts of stuff you can do with bacon like that. That should handle us for cheese. My kind of salad. That was only a small amount of this lovely package of bacon. So we'll have to return to this a couple of times here in the near future. Even made in California. I would hope so. If only because I don't want to pay for shipping. a second here while that bacon continues crisping up. Do a little cleanup action here. Hey, Huberman. Hopefully you're having a lovely Friday. We're going to be doing some frying here later. We're working on all the components right now for our salad. Bacon. Bacon. Stream Raiders. Doing pretty well tonight. Having a good day. Enjoyed my trip out to the farmer's market. Can I get all of them in there? Nope. Sorry, rogues, you're getting cut out of this. I can almost get that one I couldn't get for you, Entropy. We got the rest of them now. Welcome back to Heaty Lady. French white, nice. I like French whites. I like French oak. Really. Which is sort of funny because I think of French whites and I think of stainless steel with... But... Still. Victory. Victory. Looks like we only had one death there. Quiet J with those kills. Retro Institute with the assists. Thank you, thank you. Suki and Tahiti Lady with running away with those rewards. Ooh, we go up or stay down here. What is this thing up here? Oh, let's just keep going. Elite Dior. Very nice. Okay, we'll start pulling some of this bacon off. I almost feel like I should have done twice as much bacon here. Because, I mean, this is going to be plenty for my salad tonight, but I'm planning 2 salads here. Bacon. What am I supposed to tweet about, Huberman? I don't know if I have a name of a favorite French white. Ha! Gotta fix that one. Huberman, do you know what Huber autocorrects to? Oh, I wish I had something else to use this bacon fat for tonight. Guess I'll just have to put it with the rest of my bacon fat. hope this doesn't crack and create a huge mess here. Allow that to hang out here for another minute or two to cool down. Bacon. Crispy bacon. Bacon. So, ends and pieces. So, all the messy pieces in this case from them slicing bacon. But like I said, it's more of a they want to square up their nice belly for people to buy whole, and they sell the scrap off of that. Got our dressing, got our egg, got our cheese. Now we gotta get our veggies going here. We got a couple of things that I'm thinking of quick pickling here. Starting with the onion that I've already got out there. Some breakfast radishes. And some carrot. That's probably enough for our 2 salads. Nah, that'll be good. So up here we're going to start doing a little cleanup. We're going to rinse out our pan now that it's had a minute to cool down here with hot water, hot water. It's going to get a little bit of scrubbing, a little light scrub, just a light friction. That's all we needed. We'll heat that up on this stove, this burner over here. We're going to carefully move that over there. Got some nice potatoes today too, but we're gonna save those for next week. Scared me for a second there, pan. You weren't supposed to be sizzling. Measuring out a cup of vinegar here. And a cup of water. Just the cheapo white $2 a gallon vinegar there. And then we're going to add a little bit of the apple cider vinegar here, but certainly not. That was maybe, that wasn't even a quarter cup, but it was in the ballpark of a quarter cup. So we're going to take these, chop these up fine, and then we're going to toss them into that liquid once we bring that up to a boil. I have a knife dirty here somewhere already, yes. I bought something just for tonight's dinner and completely spaced that I did so. And didn't even put those, didn't even put it in the dinner command for tonight. Yes, those are radishes, Tahiti lady. Actually, I'm not going to pickle all these carrots. I'm going to pickle, like, half of them. I'm going to leave, like, half of them fresh. Same thing with the radish. Same thing with the onion. And same thing with the cucumber that I completely forgot that I bought. Ooh, that's dry. So we'll throw our carrots in the bowl, or in the mason jar here. Put a canning funnel on there and drop things in there a little bit easier. Oh, I'm fine with that, Huberman. It's there for a reason. I wouldn't have put it there if I didn't want people to use it. Turn the heat way down lower on that vinegar, even though it's ready. Want to keep it somewhat warm. How much of this do I want to throw in there? Let's do a little more. A little more. And put all the messy stuff for the just toss with everything part of the salad here. Let's just pickle all of it. I don't know what I'm doing here, separating it into two batches. Let's just pickle it. Let's just pickle it. Lastly, cucumber. Cucumber. Feels like it's wax coated anyways. The way the water beads makes me think that it is too. take out that seedy center. Leave ourselves with nice 3 halves. Actually, I forgot another ingredient that I bought today. What's going on? That one I at least had on my list. But I just forgot it when I'm doing stuff here. We got some red pepper too. Oh, going a little thin there. Ooh, that'd be good in this too. I got that kicking around here too. We're gonna add a little kick to our pickled veggies here too. I got a jalapeno around here, so we're gonna throw the jalapeno in there. I do too. It's not too hot. It's got some good flavor to it. I like the flavor actually a lot better than, like, say, habanero too. I mean, habanero's got some nice fruitiness to it. Plays well with, like, tropical fruit flavors. But much prefer jalapeno myself. Serrano's good too. There we are, jalapeno. Let's do one more piece of red pepper here. I think it may have been the alcohol a bit more than perhaps the hot peppers, but hot peppers probably didn't improve things coming out the other end, though. Enjoy your lurk, Tahiti lady. Gotta be careful with those. Yeah. I mean, several college towns have in the past banned Red Bull and vodka because, you know, let's get drunk and be caffeinated at the same time. So they're like, let's take a downer and upper at the same time. Sounds like a great plan. And they had problems because college students were literally putting themselves in the hospital with heart attacks. I should have left that on there. It's certainly not good for the heart. They're both gonna, at least from my basic understanding, I think both of them are gonna thin your blood out, and so it's gonna give your heart harder time because it's gonna pump faster to deal with the thinner blood. At least I think that's how it goes. But let's add a little bit more water in here. This has been bubbling away for a little while here. and they're quick pickles anyway, so we're not too worried. We want the acid generally where we want, in a good place, but not quite there. Battle. That happened, I didn't even hear that. Let's do our battle. Let's just leave it at the fact that I lost a cousin in the last year, likely to their alcohol abuse. It's not a pretty thing. Actually, I apologize. It was last year at this point, but it feels like it was this year. Victory. Victory! Fang Mermaid getting those kills for us. Entropy backing us up. Tahiti Lady and Entropy getting the rewards. Congrats, congrats. Reeled over time. So we'll do what I'd done with this map in the past here. So we're going to get rid of most of the placement zones. We'll build up an army here. I can do a spell over almost the entire group here. And then we'll just go after whatever pops up. So, we got our veggies in there. We got our jalapeno, red pepper, cucumber, carrot, red onion, and breakfast radish. We got our pickling liquid that we had. Ooh, let's throw a couple of spices in there too. Let's not leave that completely without some help. Add a couple of black pepper. Let's add a little garlic powder. And a little coriander seeds. And we have plenty of bay. I just have it drying over here. Hi there. A couple dry bay leaves. Now we'll pour our liquid over the top of that. Hopefully it'll be enough to... Won't be. So we'll have to heat up a little bit more. Go back for the cheap white vinegar. Roughly 50-50 there. Meanwhile, we'll add a pinch of salt. MSG. And we got pepper in there. We got peppercorns in there. So we're just waiting on that to heat up there. And this will be a majority of our veggies for our dinner tonight. Oh, let's throw a little corn in there too. Heat our frozen corn up in the pickling liquid. And I realize I'm not showing you what's going on the stove. We've got our cup of liquid there. It's roughly half vinegar, half water. We got our corn. We're hoping that's going to be enough to... We're up to the top of the cucumber there. So we need just a little bit more. And once we get that liquid up there to a decent height, we're going to seal that off and give it a good shake. About time I buy another bottle of apple cider vinegar too. Getting sort of low. Getting low on a number of the, stock up and keep around stuff. I mean, I'm starting to get low on flour again. Starting to get low on vinegar. Been struggling keeping butter in the house, but we got a pound in the freezer now. And the eggs. We'll save these 2 pieces of bell pepper for future parties. If you haven't made pickles at home or quick pickles at home, it's certainly a great way to open up your sinuses. If you've ever cooked or boiled vinegar, you talk about, I mean, you can clean with vinegar. It'll wake you up. It'll probably be a much healthier way to wake up than some espresso laced with liquor. Although, I'm about to do the same thing here, because I spent my funny money for the month here, and I've got a new bottle here to try out. I've had this bourbon before, but got another one because it's good stuff. It's a little pricey. It's certainly not going to be my regular purchase, I think, but it's also not insanely expensive. It's not like Pappy or something. Okay. So we'll go ahead and add that in with the rest of our goodies here. So we'll let that hang out until it stops steaming so much. But we are going to definitely give that a good shake up here once the heat level is a little bit lower. Oh, it's less than that. It's not pricey, but it's pricey for affordable. If you get what I mean. In fact, I just might as well show you. Just a straight bourbon. Oh, not that quite. Want to say that was about 40. Which, it's a nice bourbon. It's a good bourbon. But lately, I didn't want to buy. I had it last time, so I didn't want to go for the same thing I had last time. Was sort of the thing. I had Buffalo Trace the last time. Buffalo Trace is $3-4 cheaper. I think it's slightly better bourbon in my opinion as far as flavor. I like it a little bit better for the price. This is sort of like, this is a distillery that's been around for ages, but the company itself is somewhat newer, and they're not exactly young anymore, but they're doing some newer techniques with an old distillery. Sort of an interesting combo. They do things like they're actually baking their barrels, which I think is... They did just about everything they could to hide the fact that they're baking their barrels when I took their tour a couple years ago. But if you think about it, when you char a barrel, you're... First off, you're sanitizing the inside of it. And you're giving that char flavor that you're going to get out of that wood. But the rest of that wood is not really cooked. And it's certainly not cooked evenly. And so the idea that they're baking the wood as a whole, which in certain ways makes sense because coopers are going to do that anyways. But I think it would make a more consistent product. But at the same time, like I said, they very much were saying that they're saying that they're using some patented infrared technology to, you know, basically they're baking them. They just didn't want to say so. It's still steaming up pretty good, so we're going to give this a little while to hang out here. What else do we got on my list that I'm forgetting here? We got our bacon done, we got our cheese done. So we got our dressing. We're just thickening up actually a little bit here as it sits here. That's sort of interesting. Our egg, our chicken's almost ready to go. Throw the rest of this cucumber back in the fridge. I was actually going to go with, I wanted to give Four Roses a second shot. Four Roses is an affordable bourbon, at least if you buy their base level bourbon, and people seem to absolutely love their base level bourbon for price value. I've gotten it once and I was not a huge fan. I do want to give them a second shot. I mean, they are I mean, they're so well known. They've been around for ages. There's got to be something to the mix there. But, yeah, I just wasn't impressed by it. People love it. Other people rave about Four Roses as far as their lower end affordable bourbons. And I just can't do it. We got everything in there now, guys. Okay. Let's get our oil started for our frying. Do I want to use this or do I want to break out the big boy? Let's use the big boy. It's a little bit safer. Sure, well, Uber. I don't know that I've really got precise tasting notes when it comes to bourbon, but this got much higher walls than the other one. And that's why it's safer in my mind. Set you over here out of the way. Pull out both of the oils tonight. We got all the oil tonight. Neither one of these are new batches of oil. I've used both of these in the past. But we're now combining them to be my fried chicken oil now, so this forever will never be used for nice fish or anything light. We're just doing potatoes, we're not going to use this. But it'll continue to be good for things with like blackened foods or fried chicken. Well, he might. What type of metal? Because it matters. If it's, I wouldn't suggest it if it's iron, steel, stainless steel. Wouldn't suggest if it's copper either. Copper coated. Okay. Maybe with the copper coating, but the acid in the wine is going to eat away at that copper even still. The only really metal that I would think of as good for a chalice is gold. Because gold is used in a lot of things and is... I don't know if I necessarily believe this or not, but it's attributed to be having no taste on your final product. Whereas if you're chewing on, or if you're sipping off of just about anything else, a little metal particulate is going to flavor that for you. It's why your stainless steel wines taste like they have stainless steel. Not that I think it's really going to be... Well, ingesting copper isn't great, but... It's not that I think it's going to be really harmful for you. It's just going to change the flavor of... you may find a wine that you absolutely love in your chalice. You go out to a restaurant and buy a glass and it's in glass. You'll hate it. Not necessarily, but it'll be different. While we're hanging out here, and we've got people posting things in the Discord, might as well give a plug here to our weekly ingredient challenge vote. We got Wendy's Frosties this week versus Frank's Red Hot. It's a tie battle right now. It's a tie battle. We need votes, folks. Nice. It's a very pretty chalice. Very pretty glass. We also had, who was this? Who was it? Evangeline posting photos of her kitchen remodel. Which... Some interesting choices there. The black is distinctive look from what it was before. Also looks like they moved from a regular size refrigerator to a different size one there. But she was proud of that the other night in here. That's fine right there, Huberman. Oh, I didn't post today's menu. Warming up quick with that oil. Okay. I keep the... Let's mix up these veggies here. Steam and all. Just wanted to make sure that we get them all mixed together here. So you have that nice combo of all sorts of veggies all pickled up together. I actually have some zucchini that I could maybe throw in here, but I'm going to skip that, I think, for tonight's salad. Might be good with the pickled veggies in the future for whatever I use them for. Yeah, I would not be surprised if they're hard to find. They aren't heavily used anymore. Probably more likely to find yourself a good coffee cupping cup with out of gold. Or a cupping spoon. Flour. Flour. We need some flour. Making up our mix now for our chicken. I have this poultry seasoning mix that I've been meaning to use up, so we're going to use that up. Hopefully that's enough seasoning for tonight's project. A little heavy-handed. Throw in here some cayenne, a little white pepper, onion powder, garlic, paprika, smoked paprika. Used up all my chili powder that I have around here. So beyond that, we'll do a bit more salt, a bit more MSG. How are we getting here with temp? 140. 140. So we'll take our milk and buttermilk powder, soaked chicken. We're going to add them in with the flour here. Well, added soak time is not going to hurt us. Oops. In fact, it's better for getting a nice heavy duty strong coat on our chicken. Oopsies. Got a little milk in the flour. Good. I'm succeeding then. I'm supposed to be making you hungry. There's our fried chicken ready for the oil. Check our oil temp and then we'll do our battle. 200-ish on the oil now. Get my hands a rinse. Pull this eggshell out of the drain. Why's that, Huberman? Uh-oh, we're losing some of our units here. We got plenty to go, though. I think we got these last 7 enemies. Victory! Victory! Congrats, Entropy, on the kills and the assists, and the reward! See how we do in 30 minutes. Waiting on oil. Waiting on oil. Need another 100 degrees on our oil. And just as sort of a precaution, gonna get that oven going too. Keep sneaking bacon here. I'm not gonna have any bacon left for my salad. Hey, Suki. We can get the rest of the salad back together. Well, I don't know if I really want to... Yeah, we don't really want to toss the salad just yet. But we can pull that out and have that ready. That bag was open. Lots of small baby greens. Beginning of the year lettuce here. That'll be good for dinner tonight. Make ourselves a nice large salad with that. And put our salad in. Nice white bowl. I say nice white bowl. It's stained, but it's old. It's had a long life. Water. I need agua. How come no one's giving me hydrate? Or did I take hydrate off of there? I don't remember what all is still on the point list. Yeah, it's still there. Nice. Cheers, everyone. Hey, Morocco. Welcome back. Hopefully you're having a lovely, 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 lovely Friday evening or morning. I apologize, I don't remember what part of the world you're in. I don't know, do you? Because I am. For those that missed it earlier. Just the regular bourbon, not the double oak, which is the pricier one. Not the rye whiskey, which is pretty tasty too. But just the straight bourbon tonight. This one has a little bit more of a, comparing it mostly, I just had Buffalo Trace, so I'm sort of comparing it to Buffalo Trace. This one's got a little bit more of a medicinal note to it. To the nose. Almost a little bit more like... It's in the alcohol that's given this note, but it's almost like more of a mint note to it. Or, and at the same time, it's just a little bit greener, I think, than the Buffalo Trace. A little bit of medicinal, minty, medicine-y, and the finish on it's got a little bit more of a almost like acidic lime to it. But these are notes that are not typical for bourbon. They're notes that I'm trying to use to compare the two. Does a great job of coating the mouth, just getting all sorts of flavor all over the place. That sounds fine, Huberman. You don't have to drink just because I am. In fact, I suggest that you don't drink just because I am. But it's Friday, and I'm feeling like it's weekend time. So for me, I'm gonna have a. I haven't drank, I don't think, at all this week other than this. So I mean, it's not like. Yeah, Buffalo Trace is definitely a bit more. This is a little bit more candy. It coats the mouth really well. It's got a bit more like sweetness to it, for lack of a better description. The Buffalo Trace is going to be a lot more of that vanilla. There's more of a wood note to it. This is a little bit. I can see why it's priced a little bit higher. It's a little bit almost like cleaner of a flavor. Nice, Superman. Yeah. I just temped that, didn't I? We're sitting here waiting, need something to do. We're waiting on oil to heat up so we can fry up this deliciousness. I could do all sorts of cool things on YouTube if I really wanted to. I haven't even done the intro video for my Twitch channel. I just have no interest or no desire to get into video editing. I toy with it here and there, and then just like every time I get into it, it takes forever. It takes forever. So if you guys know any video editors out there looking to maybe do stuff, split the cash on it, let me know. I'm sure everyone just says Fiverr. And my problem is I want someone that's actually going to care about the job they're doing. You're going to find someone wanting to $5 and move on at Fiverr. Or something like that. You can see even with this short amount of time, the purple in that onion is starting to leach out into the color of this whole dish. All these veggies. You got a little pale pink going throughout there now from those onions. Also should point out that I'm keeping this uncovered or loosely covered, so that due to the heat, you get a little gas or little pressure build up there, and you don't want that to cause you problems. I highly doubt it's going to break a ball jar, but I'm not going to say that it's not going to. Let's get rid of this. We're not going to dip this a third time. Just give it a try, Suki. Give it a shot. It's sort of hard to mess up at the same time. If you're doing quick pickles. If you're doing pickles, and you're wanting to age them, you're wanting to can them, that gets into a little bit. But if you just want to do some quick pickles like I did here, you heat up a little vinegar, bring it up to a boil, and pour it over your veggies with some spice. You'll leave it in the fridge. You use it within 2 weeks. There's little to worry about messing up there. The only thing you can really do wrong there is over-season it somehow with something hugely overpowered. But if you get into canning, you get into holding things for longer periods of time, that's when you start getting into You know, you got to have your pH at such and such a level. You got to cook it to such a degree. Yada, yada, yada. But for pickling red onions, you actually, I mean, you can use this method for in like this size of container, like literally like a cup of worth of vinegar and water. Throw that in the fridge, let it cool down. Well, pour it over its hot, let it come down to room temp. It's only going to take like 30 minutes because it's a small little container of it. You throw it in the fridge for an hour or two, and you're ready to go. Like, you might even be able to ready to go after that 30-minute cool down, but I wanted to give it a couple minutes longer to do its thing. Nice! Be happy to hear that works out for you. I'm sure it'll be wonderful. We got our oven at 350 as our backup plan. We're now over 300 here. So I'm actually going to back down that heat a little bit. We want it to be still increasing, but want to get to that closer window so that it's not jumping up and down in temp every time we throw some chicken in there. Got our bacon fat still cooling down back here on the counter. That was actually warm enough that it liquefied, I think, just about all of that. So I'm going to give that a good stir. See if we can't get that sediment to the bottom of this whole thing. Probably should have put the dressing in the fridge. This is going to keep best in the fridge, but it's going to be gone by tomorrow probably. Between this massive salad and tomorrow's massive salad. Now we want this up a little bit hotter than it's at. We're at 323 was the highest I saw there. Looking forward to next week. Next week, birthday week. Gonna have to wait and see what I'm gonna do for my cake this year. I've got crazy plans. They're not gonna be... Well, actually, maybe I should consider doing it like that. Nah. Thank you, Entropy. Yeah, we're going to be celebrating my birthday on the 21st this year. Here on Twitch. So I think that's a Friday. I'm sure you will be too, Entropy. Glad to have you in here. We're about an average of 325 there. Still not warm enough. We want to be up 350-ish for this loveliness. I didn't finish cleaning my tongs. get those usable again for putting this in the oil. Might as well do some other dishes while I'm waiting for this oil too. These aren't dishes. Those are recyclables. Someone posting things in Discord. Eight minutes to get last units on the battlefield for this battle. Heat up. Now, be ready. 350. Another 15 degrees. Maybe I shouldn't have turned it down that low. It's taking too long. Again, it's sort of like a theme with me and oil. I don't heat up the oil fast enough for my stream, and I end up sitting here waiting for it. I guess I just have to sit here and drink some bourbon. Cheers, everyone. I can give you a cheers for the bourbon. Yep. Rip colored me. Slash me. Not happy with that change by Twitch. .340s. 340s. Still not there. Another 5 degrees. You put a pair of tongs in hand, you gotta snap at someone. Gonna go ahead and open the window here. See if that helps out with the temp here a little bit. May still be, it's definitely cooler out there now, but it was almost 80 degrees here today. Woohoo! 350-ish. Alright. First pieces of chicken in there. I'm gonna do batches of 3 at a time here. I'll work on recoating the rest of these. The rest of these are getting a little sticky. They're working their way through that flour, and we want to continue to make sure they're well coated with flour for when they go in. The camera's all jacked up again. Pardon my moving the camera here. Looking good. Looking good. is one of the biggest pieces that I've got out of the bunch, so I want to get that an extra minute or so here. The bubbles are receding, so I think we're good though. Ah. That made me jump. Okay, battle. Let that oil reheat. To battle. Head Mama Bear just jumping in there, taking the lead by command all of a sudden there. Just jumped from Entropy at 4 to Head Mama Bear with 9. Nice, Superman. What's left? Oh, we got these little... No biggie, those will be outdone. No problem. Victory. Victory. Ooh, and I eke out the kills and the assists there. How did that happen? Suki and Fang Mermaid getting those rewards. Boss level. Let's see how we do in 30 minutes. Got to be close on temp here. How we doing? 330s. Wow, that dropped down quite a bit there. Maybe we can turn that heat up a little bit. Yeah. And continue moving our chicken around in our flour here. Make sure it all stays nice and coated and dry. We might have one batch of 4 at the end here. You go throw a fan on and back here to draw some of this cooler air into the back of the house. Got another race weekend this weekend. I just remembered I got one last thing that I can do here while this is doing stuff. We got a little bit more green onion to chop up here. This time just for final garnish on the salad. That would be good just for a small garnish. A little sprinkle over the top. Still not there. About 340-ish, got another 10 degrees to go. Oh, the smell of fried chicken and green onion brings back memories. Mostly kitchens that smell like old cooking oil. These nicely cooked there? I think they are. Nice. Oh, that one might be a little... That one's a little squishy. We'll give those a minute in the oven. But we'll get this second batch going first before we throw them down there. That bourbon might be working on me a little bit too. Oh, that's right. I gotta take a shot of that now, too. That's sort of sad. I'm going to bring this up to 360. So we're going to bring this up another 10 degrees here before we... And I'm going to do 4 of them this time. 3 in the last fry. Get that flavor in there. Soak in. And I just updated the Patreon. Patreon is, other than Wednesday's stream, is all up to date. Well, let's see. We've got 69 now this year. We had 170 last year, so we're looking at 200, almost 240 streams that are up on the Patreon now. Yeah, this is stream 69 of the year, by the way. Chicken going in. Crisps. It's sort of thick, so I'm going to give this one a little bit longer. Just a moment longer. Oops. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Need that to be more like 350-ish. So you're going to have to wait for that to warm up again. Oh, I am going to put these chicken down in the oven though. .350-degree oven. I'm going to actually drop that down to 300 now that they're in there though. That looks a little washed out to me. Maybe it's that. I mean, even that looks washed out to me. I just want some nice veg color in there. Thank you for following, Morpheo. Glad to have you. How are you enjoying your Friday? We're having a fun time here. How can you not be having fun when you're frying chicken? Recovering quickly. We're back up to almost 340 there. Got our last three chicken strips to fry up, and we'll make our salad and call it a night. Sounds good, Morpheo. Little open face quesadilla there. Sure, it's yummy either way. Cheese. Another 5 degrees. 5 degrees. Making sure our last 3 tenders here are still well coated with flour. I'm going to take it. We're going to live with it. It's the last batch. Oops. That wasn't good. I ripped some of the breading off of that one. I actually used up most of that flour. You do want to keep these separate as much as we can. You don't want to move them too much because you don't want to disturb the breading on them. Like there and there. We created a couple of them. But at the same time, you don't want them sticking to each other as they fry. So you got to sort of carefully separate them without moving them or disturbing them too much. I mean, you got all this oil heated up. You got them all in one spot, you're wasting your temperature. I'm gonna have to look that one up. The name is familiar. Pull the rest of them back out of the oven. Ending on a high note there. That one's looking nice. That was my Discord. Thank you, Uberman. I'll take a listen to that a bit later. For anyone new in, we do have the vote going today between Frosty's and Frank's Red Hot. It's going to be going until Monday, and on Wednesday I'll have to use which one of those wins as an ingredient for both dinner and dessert, as is usual here on this stream. But let's make ourselves some salad. We got all of our heat off over here. Gonna cancel the oven there, close the window, so I stop preaching to the neighbors. let's mix our salad. We have our dressing that I made earlier, our not ranch dressing. Give that a decent pour here. And we're going to add some veggies. We got our quick pickled veggies over here. We'll grab a slotted spoonful of these lovelies. Actually, we'll do a little more than that. Minus the bay leaf, though. Put the bay leaf back in there. And I think I'm going to add the cheese to the actual salad. Got our bacon going on. And let's pick out a couple of these lovelies. Let's do 3 of them. Welcome back to Heaty Lady. Yeah, just in time for me to wrap things up here. We got our Clean up the board here. Photo time. Give a main view here of this deliciousness. I'm happy with the way this salad is looking. This salad is looking great. Tony the Tiger, great. We got a battle. Just in time. Funny how that works out. Think we got it. I think we got it. Wasn't 100% sure on this one. But I think we got it. Victory. Victory. Entropy getting those kills. Domain AU, welcome back, getting the assists. Entropy and Fang Mermaid getting the scrolls. Thank you, congrats. Boss defeated. So we'll start with the fresh map here on Sunday. Sunday. Gonna be doing a long stream on Sunday. Gonna be starting around noon Pacific. Gonna be doing chicken stock from scratch. Gonna be doing croissants from pre-made dough made here in stream in the past. Gonna be doing chicken chimichangas. Should be a good time. Hope you come and join me. We're gonna go give a raid here to the wonderful and talented Team Bone-In member, Chef John Young, who is working on, is doing not quite sure what tonight, but he is celebrating Pacific and Asian cuisines, trying to support them all this month. I have rated him as the past. He's a great chef, very engaging character. I hope you enjoy. I hope you all come back and see me here on Sunday. Hope you all vote in the Discord vote so we know what to do here on next Wednesday. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you have a great weekend and see you again soon.